This video is sponsored by Workday. Compliance, simply put, is about following a command or meeting rules and standards. It's about making sure your company and employees follow all laws, regulation, and ethical practices expected of your organization. Welcome to Global Tech Box. I'm your host, Cedric Bullock, and in this series, we talk to startup CFOs who are generously sharing their insights and experiences with fellow CFOs. We partnered with Workday, who is a leading provider of enterprise cloud applications for financial management, human resources, planning, spend management, and analytics, basically everything you need as a CFO of a fast-growing startup. These tools and solutions have been adopted by thousands of organizations around the world and across industries. This is the last of 4 episodes where we talk to the CFOs of the fastest growing startups in Europe. We discussed 4 main topics from different perspectives: growth, transparency and flexibility, scaling, and today, last but not least, compliance. Watching these videos and taking in the insights can give you guidance during these challenging times, and more importantly, gives you a peek into the thinking of leading CFOs. You can easily sign up and get all the videos directly into your inbox with the link in the description below. In this episode, we are looking at compliance, and we'll hear from the CFOs of Crypto Finance, Beekeeper, Gamaya, and Starmind, as well as our finance expert from Workday, Frank Mintz. The process of compliance is one that should be ongoing. Many companies establish a program or keep someone in charge to consistently and accurately govern their compliance policies over time. This is mostly done or supervised by the CFO, but watch yourself.
And compliance is within the finance department, but we have a dedicated data protection and compliance officer at Starmind, who is the responsible one for mainly like data privacy, data protection.
We have 2 compliance employees and they do a great job.
So, why is compliance so important for a CFO to manage?
Compliance is important from 2 angles. One more obvious one is if you don't follow the rules, bad things can happen, be it on the legislative side, be it on the internal side. The second one, which is maybe more interesting and less obvious, compliance can be part of a USP, of something that makes your company special. In the case of Beekeeper, one competitive advantage we have is that we're really strong on the data privacy and IT security side.
If there are regulations to follow, it becomes your responsibility to communicate this to your employees. Good communication is the key to ensuring everyone is on the same page about the rules, and it allows people to monitor themselves and each other, making your work easier too.
Well, the last couple of months we created so many new directions and policies, and I think it's the call of the compliance department and also of the CEO of each entity to make sure that all the employees which are affected by new regulations, that they are aware of this policy and directives we created.
Like we work quite heavily together with our product team since, as you said, like the data protection and data security is one of the key topics in our company. Our data protection officer and is heavily working together with the product team, so that whenever there is a new feature engineered, they will always have like also like one view, like with regards to compliance, like is it compliant with the laws or compliant with the contracts which we sign.
You might face some challenges in your path though.
I think the general greatest challenge is like where you get the information from, because like it's very obvious that you have to comply with financial regulation, because this is kind of people are expected. But if you start doing business, you don't know where actually to look the information. What do you need to comply with, right?
To us, it's compliance is all about trust. We wanna have our clients to trust us, and only like clients who trust us can also use Starmind.
Let's hear from our finance expert from Workday, Frank Mintz.
I think the CFO, for the CFO, is compliance is everything, right? Growth is something that is necessary to, let's say, to grow the company and to get the revenue streams in, right? But if it's in a non-compliant way, you're screwed as a CFO, especially as a CFO. right? Because you are underwriting your annual report, right? And so there are personal things as a CFO that you need to recognize when it comes to compliance, right? And compliance goes hand in hand with accuracy, that all the entries in the system have been made in the correct way, right? This is where your auditors are coming in and giving you the stamp, right? And you don't want to miss that.
This is a great way to end this video, but also the CFO Talk series sponsored by Workday. If you missed any of the videos, please subscribe through the link in the description below and you will get them directly into your inbox. And that's it. It's been a great pleasure to share this time with you, and my thanks goes out to all the CFOs who took the time to share their thoughts and experiences, and also a big shout out to Workday for making this video series possible. I'm Cedric Pollack, and thank you so much for watching.